Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your mid-month tune-up, as I'm going to start calling it. It's just like a little check-in, a little tune-up, see what's going on with you guys. Keep in mind, if it resonates, consider a personal reading. My rates, my info, and my email are below. Just send me an email, and we can go ahead and set that up. Alrighty. Also, keep in mind, I am on Instant Go. If you need a quick answer to a quick question, hit me up on there. I'm also on Facebook and Insta, where I've been uploading my weeklies. And I'll mention some other stuff throughout your reading. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Tauruses? What's going on with them for the period of May 15th to May 31st? What is going on with them in general? Any messages that you have that can help Tauruses reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay. Tauruses, mid-month, May 15th to May 31st. Okay, can you please show me what their energies will be? What will their environment energies be from May 15th to May 31st? Okay, you have the Page of Wands in reversed. Keep in mind my 2019 Sun Moon predictions are up. Look up your Sun Moon sign and check out your predictions for 2019. 2018 is also up. Challenge position, you have the Knight of Wands in the upright. Alrighty, and keep in mind this is a general reading, so it could be about love, family, friends, finance, business, career, however it applies, however it resonates. Alrighty, advice. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. And then how will Tauruses be moving forward from May to June? I'm also going to try to get back on my compatibility readings. I have some listed. They're up in the playlist. You can go check those out if you're curious about compatibility with somebody. Alrighty, Taurus, what is going on with you guys? Okay, so we start off with the Page of Wands in reverse. Something is not getting off of the ground. Page of Wands in the upright for me is usually an idea, a spark of something, and it's ready to just take flight. In the reverse, not so much. It might be a project or something, an idea you had, or a project. I'm trying to think of another word for project. And you were trying to get it off of the ground, but it failed in the early stages, and you couldn't make it happen. And since it's a general reading, that could be in regards to a relationship, a career, a project, what have you. And you probably had all the hopes that something was going to become of it, but it just didn't for whatever reason. One of the reasons can be because of an approach, how you approached it. Maybe you didn't look in all the details. Another one of the reasons can be that... Oh my God, why did I just totally flake just there? Oh yeah, it's just you aren't eager about it. You aren't inspired about it. You aren't passionate about it anymore. It's kind of like, you're like, I don't know. I don't really know if I want to do this anymore. So you might have just put down the plan and decide to move on to something else. Now, for some of you could be dealing, the Page of Wands is often an individual who uses communication in a mean and stubborn way. So you could be dealing with a child who doesn't want to talk, or is just being stubborn, or putting his fingers in his ears, not talking, or a person who's acting immature and sort of doing this. So it can be a person and communication is being withheld kind of to make somebody else pay or make somebody else feel bad. So it could be an either or. It could be a situation or it could be a person for you all. I haven't even pulled clarifiers yet. So now we move into challenge, the Knight of Wands. I think this harkens back to what we were talking about with the project. They're just kind of telling you to grab the reins and go. Don't think it, yes, there's a little bit of impulsivity involved with this, but I'm getting more, grab the reins and just go. Set aside your fears. Set aside the things that you're worried about. The Knight of Wands acts. He puts an idea in action, and he doesn't overthink it. I mean, I know you all are since you're earth signs, you probably want to have a plan in place and slow, and is the money there, and this and that. They're telling you to kind of fire up that part of you to just go forward. Don't overthink things. Don't think about things like that. Act first, think later. Like Nike, just do it, And they're telling you to just kind of go for it, because it's in the challenge business. Your challenge is you are not doing this. You're not jumping on things. You're not moving forward on things as quickly as you should. And you're letting things, emotions hold you back, thoughts hold you back, or what have you. And this is preventing you from getting where you need to go. Advice, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. I kind of, in regards to this project or whatever this is, I'm feeling like they're sort of telling you to, and just when I said you're thinking about the money too much here, I think they're telling you to think of the money, to make sure that there's enough money in the bank to make this happen, that isn't a chance of debt or a financial failure or something in regards to that. They want you to think about that. Another thing is, make sure you're not letting this get in the way of your personal life, or you're not setting aside people that you care about. Either that's part of it. You might be a little bit too consumed with everything, all the cogs that are turning right in regards to this, and you're just kind of shoving other people aside, making this a priority. And it could, the Ten of Pentacles sometimes it can be a situation of, you want money so badly, nothing else matters. All you do is you see the money, and not family, not relationship, nothing is going to stand in between you and the money. So that's what I'm getting from that. When all is said and done, as you move out of May into June, you're sort of have decided that you're going to continue to work on this. You're protecting your investment, because I like how he has this little chain link fence around his little tree there. You're protecting your investment, you're being very careful, and you're watching over it carefully. And this isn't anything that is going to move forward very quickly. I think you needed to jump on something to kind of get it going and get it in action. But once the wheels start turning and whatever this entity starts happening, it's going to be a very slow, methodical process, like watching a tree grow. It's going to be very slow. And there are going to be times where you're going to wonder, is this worth it? Is this going to pan out? This is sure taking a long time. I was hoping it'd go a little bit faster than this. I was hoping that I'd start seeing leaves on the tree or flowers on the tree at this point, and I'm not. Should I keep on sitting here and watching over this? And the Seven of Pentacles talks about, yes, you should. It's really an exercise in patience. It's really an exercise in, because they just said it's so much sweeter when you realize that you have the patience to kind of wait for something. Then when you finally get that reward, it's fantastic. So, and you'll see that it was worth it all, is what I'm feeling like. But I feel like in the beginning, your approach was off. I feel like you tried it one way and it didn't work out. Maybe you hesitated too long. I don't know. It was off. And then it seems like it picks up again. Almost like for a second time. Or you get a second chance and you make that happen. And I think it's towards the end of May, moving into June. No, that wasn't a popper. Just my hands flubbed. Okay. Can you please provide clarification? Why is the Knight of Wands here in reversed? The Taurus's general energies mid-month. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Okay. Person, personality. Zoe, the King of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, this is something that you definitely thought that there was going to be profit from. This is something that you definitely thought it was going to build assets. You thought it was a really good investment. You thought it was going to yield. Because we had the King of Pentacles, he's all about money. You have the Magician card, that signifies you kind of manifesting something, waving your magic wand, using everything available to you to make this happen. And it was very money based, because the King of Pentacles is all about money, stability, something that is long term. So this was some kind of project or plan that was going to ensure stability, wealth, financial windfall. I feel like for some of you it was an investment. I feel like you put an investment in something and somebody told you, hey, this is a sure thing. This is going to happen. You might have overlooked something and it didn't end up working out that way. It's the person that, and the problem is with the Nine of Cups here, there was ego involved. There was unrealistic expectations involved. Doesn't necessarily mean you. It could be the other person. Well, you could have had unrealistic expectations. You really thought that this was going to happen. So you kind of threw your all into it. If it was a person you were dealing with in regards to an investment of some sort or investing in something, this person had an ego. They were selfish. I think they were maybe trying to get you on board for something, and you didn't look at everything about them. Maybe you trusted them, but they were all about themselves and making money. And because of that, that's why I feel like it sort of fell apart. But you did think that it was going to really pan out for you. Okay. Why is the Knight of Wands here? What is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Knight of Wands. You know, I just realized if what I was feeling before, well, we'll see with clarifiers. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Knight of Wands in regards to Taurus's challenges mid-month. Taurus's challenges mid-month. What are their challenges mid-month? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Knight of Wands here? And I don't mean to have... Okay, so remember what I said before? This is why I pull clarifiers. Remember what I said before about you need to jump on something? No, the opposite is true. It's because of the clarifiers I'm seeing. So the challenge is not to kind of be hasty and jump on things, not to think that something is a sure thing and kind of get in on it. That's what I feel like, because the Seven of Pentacles shows me that this is something that's set up to fail. You're not going to get back what you put in if you have this kind of approach. So the challenges they're telling you, and here I was the whole time telling you, oh, don't be fear-based and stuff like that. But it was crystal clear when I pulled the what am I saying? The clarifiers. We have the Knave of Chalices here. So part of the problem is that when you were offered this, it was very favorable. So it was something that was being offered to you. It was new. It was very appealing. And you wanted to jump on it right away. And they're telling you not to do that, no matter how appealing it is. I almost feel like it was something that came up, and, you know, there's people, this is an analogy, not really an example, but people were sitting around and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I just heard about this great, investment, and the stocks are going through the roof, and, you don't get on it now, you're going to lose out on it. I feel like it was something like that. And it came up very unexpectedly in conversation. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, I need to jump on this right away. And they're telling you the challenge is not to do that. The Fool card shows making a foolish choice, doing something, and having big regrets later on. So challenge card is slow down. Don't jump on something. If an opportunity is coming along, there's going to be another one that's going to come along after it. You don't have to ride every bus that comes through the stop. You know what they say? You wait for a bus, another one's always going to come along. And I feel that's what it is, to hold off a little bit and not be so impulsive. I think that was the downfall here. And I feel like this Nine of Cups person over here, they really kind of talked you into this. They were like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. How much you think you can put in? This is how much you're going to make. I mean, they really seemed like it was magical and it was a sure thing. Okay. So the Ten of Pentacles, I don't know. I keep on feeling like there was financial loss. Why is this Ten of Pentacles here in reverse for advice? Mid-month, Taurus. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Ten of Pentacles, advice, mid-month, Taurus. Knight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I mean, there's like gambling with the money, taking a chance. I see that. I see you should take chances. You should gamble. You have to make sure it's a calculated risk, though. Make sure that you know everything about what's going on, that you're not confused. With the Moon card here, that's a card of Pisces if it resonates. But the Knight of Swords energy to me is someone coming in. Unexpected. The Knight of Swords to me is being blindsided by something. And, somebody comes in and they're telling you something. And it's truthful. It seems like it's sound in what they're telling you. And there's risk involved with the Wheel of Fortune. But the risk that you take might end up significantly improving your life. It might not. It's something unexpected kind of comes in. You hear of something, and then you kind of have this decision. Should I go ahead and do this? Should I take my gamble? But with the Moon card I'm getting, make sure there isn't nothing's being hidden from you. So, for instance, is there something written in the fine print, or is there, anything like that? Because the moon card is really about an uncertain path. It also tells you, it's advising you to use your intuition. Does this feel right? Does it feel like it might pan out? Because with the uncertainty of the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, although the Wheel of Fortune is a good card, like I said, it still has risk associated with it. So you're really going to have to rely on what feels right for you. Is this worth it? Is this a calculated risk? Are you going to be okay if it doesn't turn out and you really take a hit with your finances with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Are you going to be okay with how it affects your home, how it affects your family if this doesn't end up panning out? I really get a big, strong money investment stock. Could even be starting a new business. But I'm not getting so much a relationship. I really get this could even be like a real estate investment of some sort. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Taurus as they move out of May into June? Who is this person? Is this energy? Additional messages for the Seven of Pentacles for Taurus, please. Okay, we have the Four of Cups in reversed. Okay, now I feel like you're focusing, even though you are waiting around, you're exercising patience for this to happen. You might be too hyper-focused on this, and opportunities are around you that you're not aware of. You don't have to put all your eggs into one basket. You can explore other things, and I think you're a little too hyper-focused on this because you feel it's going to yield. You feel like if you wait for it, it's going to yield results, and it did say it will. But while you're waiting for this thing to grow, there's no reason for you not to put other irons in the fire. You know what I mean? You can plant other trees. You don't have to be just all about the one rose bush. There's lots of other flowers that you could be planting. I feel like you're being too hyper focused on this thing, this project happening, and just sitting in there when you could be kind of putting other, what is it, poles in the water or whatever, to maximize your potential for a return. Four of Pentacles in reverse, you're so hyper focused on this thing out of fear that you're not going to get your money back, fear that you're not going to make money, fear that you're not going to be able to support your family. And whatever is going on with this, I feel like it's going to affect your home life. So you won't be able to, you're worried you won't be able to pay the mortgage, you won't be able to put food on the table. A lot of it is hinging on this, and I get it that you're like, come on, make it happen. But while you're waiting for that to happen, explore other opportunities. Find out other ways to bring money in, to bring wealth in. You should be looking into that, because this big bag of cash that you're waiting on, it's going to take a really long time to come to fruition. And I don't think financially you're going to be able to kind of last that long. You're going to need to have little bits and pieces of money coming in elsewhere. All right. That was weird. It really turned hugely financial all of a sudden, and which makes sense. I mean, you guys are all about finances. You guys are the bankers to me of the zodiac. So I'm sure I have an idea it's probably going to resonate to a majority of you, I would think. But I won't know until you post up comments. So make sure you like, share, subscribe in support of me, if you could. Thank you. Otherwise, I will see you all for your love readings in June. And as I said, check out my playlist. Compatibility readings are in there. My sun moon readings are in there. Yep. I think that's it. Hit me up on Instago. Otherwise, good luck to you, Tauruses. Bye.